Welcome to Tap Chats.
Tap Chats is a series of videos
sharing how we got aphasia
and how TAP has helped us.
Welcome with our stories.
My name is Stephen Bach, and this is my story. Friday, March 22nd, 2019, I had my stroke. I just took a shower and was going downstairs and get a cup of coffee. When I poured the cup of coffee, I felt kind of dizzy. And I walked back to the staircase that was running upstairs, the staircase upstairs. And I yelled up to my wife. I didn't feel so good. And so I just kind of flopped on the floor right up from the stairs. And my son was home. He was home sick from school. He's a 16-year-old. Well, he was 15 last year, so he was a freshman in high school. So he was running down, and my wife was running down, and my son got my wife's phone and was running downstairs, and they immediately called 911. So the ambulance came, and which was funny that the ambulance drivers were talking to my wife, and it's like, where do you want him to go? And I could hear, and but I was kind of out, and he said, take him to Wake Med. And he says, I can't tell you where to take him, but he's like, think again. So then she's like, well, take him to Duke. And he's like, one more time. He's like, think again. And then she's like, take him to UNC. So he's like, that's it. Take him to UNC, because they have very, very good stroke, people that suffer from stroke. So they run me to UNC, and I spent 7 days in the hospital. But right before, when I was in the emergency room, they were scared that I was going to have a heart attack at the same time having a stroke. So they put me on a drug. I forget the name of that drug. Soon after my stroke, but they thought it was too soon, but they wanted to do it because my heart was pounding, so dramatically. And the doctors were worried I'm not going to make it through the night. So they had a doctor, the doctor was on call at night, called me, checked on me once every hour, because they were worried I was not going to make it. So of course I made it, and then I spent 7 days in the hospital. I couldn't move my arm, and then my speech was affected. And so my right arm, actually just my fist, my hand. So then when I came home, I belonged to St. Mary Magdalene, and they had a bed downstairs in our living room. So that's where I was staying for about 4 or 5 days until I can make it upstairs. So I had a cane, and I had that bed, and I had the powder room. The bathroom downstairs was a half bath, so that's all I can do. So then, well, finally, so also, we have so many nice people at our church. From the day I got home from the hospital until the end of April, every night we have a meal that everybody has a meal plan. So every night there was a certain family taking a meal to our house, which was for over a month. So we were very lucky of that, because my wife, she couldn't hold her job and make the meal and be at home, so it was too much. So then my daughter, she's at UNCW, so she rushed home. Actually rushed to the hospital that same day. She was surprised about me. She was very scared. And so, and kind of like Byron, I was taking on too much. I work probably 50 hours a week. I was too much on my plate. I have president of the summer swim team, which was gearing up, in April. I I do online teaching for NC State University. And so there's many things that was going on right then and there, and I was too much. So I learned from my speech therapist at the hospital that once you exhaust all your therapies, that there's a place called TAP, Triangle Aphasia Project, and they're explaining to me that's where you can continue your treatment. So I'm so glad that I found TAP. They've been very helpful with what I've been through and what I was accomplished and still being accomplished. And so I'm grateful for them to be here, and also to have that inter-dialogue with people like me that has aphasia. So whenever I talk to someone about aphasia, 9 times out of 10 they don't know what aphasia is. So it's nice to have these people that we can lean on that understand what we are going through. So that's it.
Thank you for watching our personal stories.
Would you like to share your story?
If so, contact Amy Davis at the TAP Unlimited.
If you have any other questions, please call TAP.
Thanks for our time.